Okay, beginning of a bunion on little toe, over the shoulder area. Beginning of a bunion on that one. When you feel the feet, they are cold. If you look at the arch, it's not a bad arch. Tone of the feet's not bad. Hmm? They are pale, yep. Now, interestingly enough, see metatarsal there? My immediate response would be, do you have a problem with your knee? Yep.
Yeah.
So I had that too, didn't
Yep.
Sorry.
Get right.
Yeah, I
My
am.
client
See?
had that.
Really? That shows knee.
Yep.
And
there.
both sides.
Because remember,
Both of them.
Very
femur
good.
comes up, femur goes down, but
Oh,
you know.
I see. That was the
but apart from that, they're not bad feet.
Okay, so they're flopping outwards. That was
Yeah,
tired.
so-
Tired.
Knackered.
Are you tired? Are you tired?
Exhausted. Sorry about this.
How do you see that?
Flop
Oh,
out.
because of the position. Because they're both like that, right.
Okay,
Would
we
you like to
see.
open these for you? Do you want another one?
Yes, I want one for that foot, one for my hands, please.
That's why I gave you 3.
Make sure that you also clean in between the toes because that's where
All
the.
the sock stuff gets.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but we'll stick
The
with
tinea
something.
pedis. The tinea pedis.
Are they belly dot? They're flat at the top.
Yep, they are. But if you do that with the toes, you see it's almost as tall as the great toe, so quite an intelligent lady here.
You can see from the toes.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he knows everything. He's been doing this for years.
Is it because they're all the same size?
Yeah, but I mean, if I do that, right, it's almost a straight line, so she's quite well balanced.
Ooh, I must tell my son, he's going to be very chuffed. Sorry, he's got very long
So if they were
toes.
smoking,
Yeah,
you mean if
you'd have to look at
These
the
toes.
great toe,
Yeah.
see which was bigger, but doesn't trust her own mind. She has to think and question. Yeah,
how do you
Is
know?
that because
Huh?
it's leaning on that one?
yeah.
Yeah.
See, see the way the
it's
toes.
really leaning.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? What does it mean if they're like that?
Right, if they're like that, they're headstrong people who do things without thinking and then ask questions afterwards.
I'm headstrong.
What does that mean? The
Thank you.
To be like that when I was
Put it out. Put it out. I'll take the packet.
you see the skin
Right.
is
Corrugated, yep. So she's a little bit dehydrated. If you look at the plantar side of the foot, see how dehydrated that foot is?
Sorry, Jean.
How much fluid do you drink?
That's what mine is.
Very little. Yeah. I bet you wish you hadn't come today now, don't you?
No, she's got that. She's got this thing on her.
Yeah, again, this is dehydration. So when you see that on the great toe, you'd have to ask whether the client suffered headaches.
Headaches.
You do? Yeah.
You need to drink this water then. Yeah. 2 litres. Absolutely.
Did you actually go to Costa's for those?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, Costa Coffee. I got mine on.
Well, actually, to be waxing like habanero, but it's the same thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
A great idea. Big box
Got it from him.
If the wrinkling wasn't everywhere and
that
was
idea
localised here, would that be flatulence? Would that be winged and too much
No,
excess?
we down here it would
The
be.
sugar spoon.
But this would be built up, it could be Belgian as well, that high up.
I know.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so basically I'm just waxing the foot up.
I really want to be around those.
Thank you. Right, so first thing you do, relax, doesn't matter which ones you use. There's a butterfly, there's a thumb roll, there's a butterfly, there's a knuckling.
Do you do hacking? I'm looking at hacking.
I do hacking on children to wake them up. I do it on people if they've fallen asleep and I want to get on.
What is the hacking?
So while you were in Thailand, metatarsal split, did you actually have time
I did.
reflexology?
I had a Thai massage. I didn't have Thai reflexology, but it included the feet as well. So that was a huge £8 for an hour and a half.
Oh.
No way.
Good way. Well, let's not work there then. Thanks for telling us.
Yeah, but everything else.
And then I had a shoulder and back massage that took a whole hour just on the shoulder
Yeah.
and back.
Oh, I do that.
Yeah, she was kneeling on my back. Yeah. In fact, she did most of the massage up on the table next
Yeah.
to me.
They do.
So, yeah. And they put me in these funky clothes. That was really cool. They gave you disposable pants. That was a bit random.
What, just in case you had an accident?
No, you go down to the buff and have to wear disposables.
Yeah.
Knickers.
So you're disposable
Yeah,
knickers.
it is, yeah.
So,
Right, shush, we don't know what you're doing now. What are you doing?
Right, that is a thumb press.
So just opening up.
Toe rotation, they come off, they come off.
Oh, that's right.
Spinal twist. Careful note, your bottom hand stays still. Ankle rotation. Jackpot.
Do you push back first and then?
Pinch.
Does it matter?
Push.
Does it?
and
Release.
Oh, I did the other way.
Doesn't matter.
that was painful. They were very brutal in doing that. They went further. They almost hyper.
And a back rub. Or if you read the book, it's a chest rub.
Breast rub.
Chest rub.
Thank you very much.
We haven't started yet.
This is just the exercise.
You see it?
Oh,
I thought it was finished.
No.
That's
It's
done,
only the
yes.
beginning.
This is just relaxing the feet.
Relaxation.
It takes about 4 hours.
There's your butterfly. There's your knuckle. You see, there's no such thing as order.
It should go
I'm so glad to hear that. You see, there's no such thing as order.
But
better
I think
to
it helps
remember
when it
it.
comes to
people's
learning.
minds,
Yeah.
order helps
Yeah.
you remember.
You learn in order that, okay, thumb press,
Sure, I.
metatarsal
I've
split,
got it written down. I've got a book that I flick.
toe rotation, they come off, they come off. Ankle rotation,
The feet actually look cold. I'm not even touching them, and they actually look cold.
That's good that way because I'm
jackpot,
If your hands
Are you cold? Do you want the window shut?
No, are your hands cold?
She's feeling nervous. Look at her.
Hand
Like,
shuffle.
so cute. You should keep your hands to your side.
Just relax. Just enjoy.
Put your head back.
Pretend we're not here. Just put your head back. Shut your eyes.
Breathe in, breathe out.
okay, so,
Is there a special way of wrapping that in the exam? Do we have to do that? Because I've seen in books it looks.
It's
There
so
is.
it's like they're mummified.
And I just went over.
just cover it up but make it look. Okay, starting at the heel, supporting the foot, opening up 5 zones.
So that's like the meridian thing. That
No, this is zones, but it is working meridians,
I
yeah.
go all the way to the top.
Oh, so you're meant to go all the way to the top.
Yep,
Yeah.
Tip
Now,
of
I've read
toe.
in a book that one of my books says start at zone 5 and work to zone 1.
there's no such thing as starting at zone 5. I would start at zone 5 on the other one. Really won't make any difference.
As long as
Right,
I
so
know
that's
what
fine.
I want to ask is
You're just opening up to say hello
Hello
to the
when I
audience.
get to this whole area.
To clear any blockages, any
How old is he?
just to- just
25.
stuff, isn't it?
Right.
Isn't that what opening
Now,
Goodbye, good night.
wait till I get there and we'll talk about it. Remind me when I get there.
Isn't that the
No, hypothalamus is up there.
So what's
This is thymus, thymus helper. Has he always done it? Has he always leapt when you've done it?
I've only done one reflexology on him so far.
Okay, so diaphragm, lateral to medial. You can either do it that way, and medial to lateral, or you can do it that way, then that way. Walking up through the chest.
I think that's my problematic area.
This is up
Is
through.
it hurt?
up through the chest, in through the chest, in through the chest,
Sorry, we can't give you alcohol. to
shoulder line, shoulder line. What it does, it takes me to the right place to do the shoulder. There's the plantar, there's the dorsal, sorry, there's the lateral, there's the dorsal. Thumb in, dorsal shoulder line. Quite tight shoulders you've got, haven't you?
We know so much about you.
Yeah.
Whilst I'm there, I'm going down through the lymphatics.
Is that in between the bone or on
That's
the bone?
in between the
between.
bones, yeah.
And down.
And down. Down and up. So I'm pushing down and then draining up.
Okay, didn't know that.
So push down, hold and drain up.
Brilliant.
Okay, round the neck. This is thyroid and
Does
parathyroid.
it matter which way you do the neck, if it's that way or that way?
Doesn't matter. Round the neck. Right. Just in there, just there is thyroid helper.
You're more confident than I am.
Sorry, but we learned so much from this.
Quite all right.
Just go through David's
It's upside down. It's upside down, you Wally. Sorry, that was upside down.
I'm sorry.
That's going to be a bit...
Oh, I'm going to need to edit that.
Yeah, sorry.
No,
It's
it's
just
just
I
leave it in
always
to make us
get
laugh.
confused about exactly where that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So it's right in there.
So, walking over the
Sorry, Dave.
dorsal side, that's okay. Walking over the dorsal side of the toe, walking over the plantar side of the toe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Walking down the 5 meridians or zones on the great toe.
The 5 meridians.
Walking down the 5 zones on the dorsal side of the
I'm
toe.
going to concentrate with it. There you go.
Walking
I'll just lean on
up
David. Sorry, David.
and,
Do you mind?
no, not so.
So that's the pineal.
That's the pineal,
Hypothalamus.
up and over the brain.
I've read to find it, you have to find the bone.
What, to find the hypothalamus and pituitary?
It's like you go down there and then there's a little bone and
Right.
there's a dip in the...
Yeah,
struggled to
but
find that.
the other way of finding it,
is the
if you push either
spiral.
side,
Yeah.
see what's happened there? See where it's gone white?
Mhm.
That is hypothalamus and pituitary. So,
So what's the one on there?
that's
the
pineal.
Pineal.
In and knuckle.
Yes.
You okay there? Okay. Move the toe out the way, up, over,
Yeah, I've been struggling to do these.
down, down, down,
Yeah, okay.
up, over, down, down, down.
Can you just do that once?
What's that? What part of the body?
This is your head.
But isn't there the ear and the eye?
Right. The way that you look at it, if you want to do it, inner eye, inner ear, outer ear, eustachian tube,
What's the last
What's a station? Just
eustachian tube. You know when you go up in an aircraft and you do a deep breath and your ears pop?
Yeah.
That's balancing the...
Aha.
So, done there. I need to go down to Murphy's Point, turn at right angles. There is my gallbladder. Rotate on it. Starting at
The fourth and the fifth.
between the 4th and 5th, yep. Starting at the waistline and going up through the liver. Starting at the waistline and going through the stomach and the liver. I'm coming underneath the ball, picking up cardiac sphincter, coming across parallel to it, picking up the pyloric sphincter. Starting up, going round the ball, this is thyroid, parathyroid helper. Starting at the base of the neck, thymus,
That's always really sore on me.
with thymus helper. And how good is your immune system?
Oh, rotten.
Exactly. Okay, coming down, picking up ileocecal valve, hooking and rotating, swapping hands, ascending colon, liver flexure, transverse colon, small intestines, small intestines. Come across, hook open the ileocecal valve again. Oh, we're going to get the songs now. Up through the... That's the prison next door.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
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 It's one of the scrubs.
That's what I find fascinating every time I come here.
Yeah, you're obsessed.
Okay, all the pelvic area, cross the pelvic line, cross the sciatic line into the pelvis proper, cross the pelvic line, cross the sciatic line into the pelvis proper, turning at 90 degrees, swapping hands down through the pelvis. Come up, locate the ligament line, push the toes, raise them. There's my adrenal gland, down through the kidney.
Just under it.
And
There's no
although,
toilet.
no, she actually went.
Where's
So,
Puffy?
Would it be annoying to ask that the adrenal gland is so close to the solar plexus?
right, so what's it all to do with? Stress.
Are you practically on the solar plexus?
No, solar plexus are going to be there,
Just there.
come down,
Yeah,
there,
there. It's
Yeah.
next to it.
it's near it.
Like
Yeah.
by a hair.
A little bit down, slightly.
Fist in, thumb up, you're walking down.
I like your walks.
My
Smooth.
son can't stand it.
Well, I'll show you another way of doing the spine.
Oh, sorry. He's got
That's your spine.
Every time I open the 5 zones, it actually hurts my hands.
Okay? Fingers pointing in, you're going up.
Spine's okay, but it's just the,
I've got some I can't get their foot to lie down. Like. It's
I
much
can't always
easier.
do that.
Their feet are so upright. It's really
No,
hard.
it's fine.
Just turn.
Yank it and pull it across.
If you break a leg, you break a leg,
Break
don't
the
worry.
ankle off. Yeah.
Spinal twist, but the other way of doing it is if you use the side of your knuckle, go down like so.
Oh, right.
But then do
Try
you
that.
not perhaps not feel...
Oh, you do,
Do you
believe
still
me.
feel it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is that you're doing it like that way more?
I'm going across it
zigzaggy.
like that. Because the one thing I haven't done is the pelvis, so I can either do it that way. Don't forget the other side needs doing. So if I wanted to be mean, I could do that. I'm not going to. I'm going to use my fingers to clean the other side of the pelvis.
When you clean the sides of the pelvis,
hmm
is there a certain direction, like
No, just clean it down.
You
down
can,
that
you
way?
can
Yeah.
do both sides with both hands.
Sorry?
Like this.
That's how I
You can do, yeah. If the feet were like that, you could do it that way, or you could do it that way.
Yeah, I use my
Does
use
it
my
matter if
knuckles.
we go from one way or the other? It has to be that way? Going
You're cleaning
down to
out
that
because
way?
you want everything to fall out of the
Yeah,
bottom,
so
don't you?
So down.
Yep. What I haven't done, we're going to do the muscle on the side of the back.
Does that hurt?
Yeah, that's uncomfortable. Those muscles are quite tight, aren't they?
So you do that, what side is that? The
That's the outside.
the outside?
Yeah, lateral side. Yeah,
Are you adapting that, or do we need to now add that to ours?
up to you.
I'm not doing No.
Okay.
That's where you could do it.
The book tells me this is stroking breasts. It's actually working back muscle.
So where is the breast then?
Breasts are there, I hope.
Yeah, that would
Unless you know
That makes
somebody who
more sense.
flops them over the shoulder.
That makes sense. You don't have boobs on your back, would you?
Somebody does.
So why
Um,
does it
Unless you chop them over.
Walking through, back muscle, Coming down, I'm walking through arms and legs. Careful, no, I'm going over the knee there. See? Got to turn at 45 degrees, walk into the groin.
When you pick up on a knee problem, which you're doing, is it you do?
I would go back and do it again now. Walking down medial and lateral sides of the arms and legs.
Then you're not
That's
doing
what
the
it's
spine
doing
again.
there.
No, because this is, if I'm working the spine, I'm there, but now I'm on a finger to work down.
It's both sides.
Yep. Stroking malleoli. Finger on, finger in. That's the
That's the
uterus.
only one I was like, I couldn't find it.
Couldn't find what?
It's like a dip,
It's
isn't
like
it?
you say fin-
Think about that line there, but you
It's
don't
the
even
dip,
have
it's
to
a
look.
dip.
You see the uterus
Yeah,
there.
it's a dip.
Ah,
yeah.
yes.
The dip, yes.
You can feel it, there's a hole. Yeah.
If I turn that way,
Oh wow.
Oh, I like that.
you can see there is the ovary. So finger on, finger in. Finger on, finger in. No, not at all.
It's to find where the
Okay.
Uterus and
and
ovaries.
the ovaries.
Uterus and ovary,
Fallopian tube.
fallopian tube.
I never remember which side is which.
Ovaries is
Yeah,
on the
but it's
inside.
Ovaries on your outside.
Sorry,
The inside is the uterus,
Yeah,
the outside
It's
is
obviously because the
Think of it like that.
Horseshoe,
ovary and in. Yeah. Ovaries.
Yeah, into
Uterus.
the uterus. That's really big.
okay, foot done.
I've had two.
That's only, no, you put your foot down there. I haven't finished with you yet.
Relax, take it easy, put your hands down.
Yeah, that's only half.
Take a deep breath out.
That's
Have a
right.
deep breath out.
Some Zen music.
She needs some water, eh? She's dehydrated.
Yeah. There's a
So
bottle.
you go on some round thing, we do round here.
Yeah.
But in treatment,
You do it at any stage you like, do it with the spine.
it's not in it, is it? And I think because what I sent in, there's been a lot of treatment that I've had.
Yeah, that's fine.
Around the neck, but it's not in our sequence, is it? You wouldn't.
It just says no, because that is just a basic treatment. But if you remember what I said, if there's problems there, you just go back and do it.
Instead of doing 3, do 6.
Bet you wish you hadn't come today now, don't you?
No, I'm very, very grateful.
Oh, she's so sweet. She's so sweet. Amazing.
That tomorrow when you record.
Oh no, don't say that.
No work tomorrow, unfortunately.
When I came for my treatment here, yeah. Not with David, when I had even with one of the girls afterwards. It wasn't me, yeah, it was like 4 days. And like, no, you made me go by.
Oh no, I'm staying away from you, Binti.
I came and had a taste of it.
David, opening the zones
Yeah.
is actually also clearing blockages as you go, isn't
That's
it? Right
correct,
through the
yeah.
zones. So to prepare
That's
the
why
body.
you see when you do a specific treatment, you open the zones as part of it, but then you go and do your specific treatment because you've actually worked the foot.
My sister-in-law, she fell on holiday and she injured her knee. So I looked at this bit and it was raised and I was telling about it because on the other bit it wasn't. She said, oh my gosh. And then what I did, I relaxed her feet, opened the zones, and I researched, I googled what helps the knee. There were 3 points, now I don't remember now, but at that point I did the 3 points and then I closed the zones and
Good.
it actually
Helped it.
helped it.
But why are you so surprised?
Why are we so surprised? This is why we're here, girls.
Don't forget the mail as well.
Oh, sorry.
It's nice, isn't
He's
it?
so quiet over there. You never.
He's an honorary girl.
Oh, great.
Okay. Have you asked him if he buys someone?
See, doing it in a slightly different way. Lateral to medial, medial to lateral. Still opens it up as you were doing. Up through the chest. But don't forget here you're working over the heart as well. And yes, I will do the heart in a minute.
Oh, so there's a separate one for that.
Yep. In. The reason you go in is because you're opening up the lobes of the lungs. Oh, and don't forget tomorrow you've got a test to begin with on circulation, lymphatic and
Yes.
respiration.
I studied.
I did all the homework
Email
notes.
me
Did
that
you
just
get
so
all
I
that?
do it.
You didn't have to, but it helps.
All those questions in the back of the file.
Yeah, that's why I put them in there.
did all those.
We'll go through those as well.
Did weekend 3?
Two.
Don't, you're probably putting
Things I've done,
Sylvia
I
off
want
talking
them- I
about A
want them
and
marked,
B.
things I did them. And
Good.
And why do we do the channel of the little talk?
Sorry?
Why do we do that channel
It's clearing lymphatics, upper lymphatics.
in this area?
So this here, this is front of the arm, side of the arm, back of the arm. But all of that there, see where this, we've got this beginning of a bunion, that's all on shoulder girdle. So it's about carrying other people's troubles or carrying your shoulders up here. Yep. Okay, dorsal shoulder line. Dorsal shoulder line. Lymphatics.
All I do is look at people's feet now. Every time I see them barefooted, I'm just
Yep.
like,
Wait until the summer comes. And you won't look at their face, you look at their feet as they go
What I still
by.
find awkward is looking at the client
Hmm.
because
Right.
we just kind of
Okay,
pull faces at
thyroid,
like
parathyroid,
eyebrows.
thyroid, parathyroid, base of the neck,
if
So
the
you don't
neck
press
is
that bit
hurting,
anymore.
would
You
that would be
press
tender,
the-
right?
into there. That would be tender after lunch.
After lunch.
Yeah.
So
No,
where
not
are you
if-
actually
Not
pressing
if,
then?
if
Right.
the neck is hurting.
Right at the base, so where you're pressing is there, on the side of your
There is
thyroid.
something.
And that is
Yep.
what.
So you get right in there. That's
Yep. Down the 5 zones.
So where on the sequence it says press the thyroid on the dorsal, you're actually supposed to press on the inside.
Does it
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, it does.
Is it?
Because we've all been pressing on the outside.
Wondering where to press.
Wondering what on earth we're doing.
But nobody ever bothered to get in touch with them and say, where do I need to press? Did they?
No, because it said press on the dorsal.
And it was
Yeah, but if I told you to go and put your head in the gas oven, you wouldn't do it, would
But
you?
we just assumed if it says press on the dorsal, you press on the dorsal.
Women.
Well, I told you this morning. It's just taken me, it's just taken us 2 months to suss it out.
That's a pituitary.
That's hypothalamus and pituitary.
And the one on the side is
But
Pineal is there.
this is where on the diagram
When do you
it
do the
shows the
pineal?
Do you have a
hypothalamus there.
problem with your neck as
I
well?
thought it was
It
just
says
me.
hypothalamus pineal. It says
David,
it's slash.
On the book, it shows the hypothalamus on the side of the toe. And
Oh, I
not
know
on
it
the
does.
trees.
I know.
You've got to look at the roof whole bit.
Yeah, the
That's the one. No, I did. That's the one I'm talking
It
about.
says hypothalamus stroke pineal.
That's the
Have a
one.
look.
I'm ready for
Check
a snooze.
Selective reading.
But you said the green book is the one we have to use as a Bible.
I know.
Yeah,
it
but
was
when it comes
old.
down,
That's the
yeah,
one I
but
looked at, I'm sure.
that's only to answer questions.
Yeah.
I need to double check that.
Right, so
Okay. Okay.
I don't normally do the heart now, but I will do. So my heart, I'm going across, I'm going across, I'm going through.
That's at a diagonal as well, 45, yeah?
Yeah. So that's the whole of the heart. What the green book shows you is the heart there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where does it show
Yeah,
you?
it does.
Oh no.
Could you repeat,
I'm around here,
please?
sweetie, you can't see.
So
How long is that?
there, yep, across.
So if someone had heart problems, you would or you wouldn't do?
Depends on what the heart problem was. If they had hypotension,
Yeah.
yes.
Which is low.
Hypertension, no.
Okay. You just
Okay.
leave it out.
So high blood pressure you don't?
No.
Because you're stimulating. You don't
want
want
to
to
make
make
it-
Thymus,
Understood.
thymus helper.
Can't see what you're doing. Come on.
Pass it on.
Pass it on. We have got so much benefit from this video. Is everybody
yeah.
been-
Yeah.
Yeah, really,
Yes.
yeah. I don't know how many times before every treatment.
Okay, so thymus, thymus helper.
With families.
Cardiac sphincter. 90 degrees through the stomach.
You right there? Does it need to come back over here?
90 degrees through the stomach. Slide through the stomach, hook into the spleen. Turn at 90 degrees, down through the spleen. Turn at 90 degrees, walk through the pancreas.
And you did
Go
the cardiac splints. Where was the pyloric splinter then?
On the other foot.
Only on
the
that
other foot,
foot.
that's right, yeah.
Okay, come underneath that thumb, transverse colon.
Just don't do it the wrong way.
Splenic flexure, turn at 90 degrees, descending colon. Turn at 45, sigmoid colon. Rotate, turn at 45, sigmoid colon. Turn at 90 degrees, rectum and anus, but don't do that.
Do that.
Don't do it then,
do
you
that.
keep saying that,
Keep
do
doing
it.
So he did it.
Oh
to
no,
me.
he does it. Says, don't do it. He put it in the pot.
Go
Don't do
toilet.
it to us, but he does it.
So you've
Because
got to
pe-
remember to not do it. even
People are tempted to do it, which is why I tell them not to do it. Through the small intestines,
I always do it, Mike.
I do as well.
which is pretty good, but I'll tell you a story in a minute, from one of my other reflexology students.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Now, she has a client, and remember I said you don't do that. Well, she was tempted to do it. The guy got up, went to the loo, and completely wrecked her toilet. So, do be a little bit careful. Right, pelvic line,
If you go to them. It's on the left, they can wreck their own toilet.
sciatic line,
Yes.
lower pelvis.
Can you see all right? That's all.
I can't now, his ear's in the way.
Pelvic line, sciatic line, rest of pelvis.
You don't have to do the sciatic, you don't have to go from the malleolus to the...
Down through the pelvis, come through, pick up the adrenal, you know that you've got it, rotate, look at the expression on the face,
She looked confused there.
down through the
Where's that?
kidney, down through the ureter, into the bladder.
You return to the bladder.
Don't forget, if it's a full bladder, wear Wellington boots. Okay, knuckles in, thumb up.
In the book, it also says go inferior to superior first.
Inferior what?
The spine. So the way you're doing that, you're
Really-
going superior to
Really
inferior
doesn't
now.
make a blind. The reason I go that way, is because this is urinary bladder.
Mm.
So I really want to empty it before I fill it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not something you'll be.
Forget the
picked up
book.
on
You've
by
got David
examiners.
here
Would you-
with
no, that's
25
right, yeah,
years
well,
experience.
Well,
know,
no, she loves the book.
No,
You know,
it was
I'm
not
just
in
an
the-
anomaly.
This was in the sequence, in the written typed sequence that we have.
Oh, it's only because I did it that way when I was doing
Yeah.
it. Okay, do the pelvis. You can do finger pelvis. Spinal twist. Stroking back.
Back, not front.
It is breasts, but come on. I mean, I was in an exam and the examiner said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm stroking breasts." And the person I had never had a treatment before, completely blushed from head to toe. And then when I got down here, "Well, what are you doing there? That's rather nice." Forget it. You know, you don't even go there. Okay, going through the back muscles, coming down, arms and legs. Arms and legs. Thumb on, arms and legs, medial and lateral.
So when you're doing that, you're actually pushing them in and back? Okay. The
Like so.
thumbs.
Did you get it?
I think so. Go again.
Starting where your elbow would be. Yep.
Smiling for the camera. You're going to be on YouTube.
That might be upside down now, girls.
Your
I don't
feet
know.
will.
Your feet will be on YouTube.
No, it's not upside down.
Okay, stroke around malleoli
Anonymous.
into
Face on it.
Oh,
There's no
you got that
face.
one, yes.
into the groin, Okay?
There's 3 quite important lymph spots.
Right.
Here,
Superficial, this is deep inguinal. Superficial inguinal, deep inguinal.
So just stroking around them is
Right,
fine.
so superficial you stroke round,
Okay.
deep you go in.
Deep, literally.
Down. Is he going
Yep,
down?
always
Yeah.
try.
Always towards the heart.
Yep.
Don't do that.
So, finger on, finger on, finger in, finger on, finger on, finger in. Yep.
I could always find the inside one, but the outside one I kind of struggled with.
Just wherever your finger rests.
Yeah.
Rotate,
The cheeks have gone red.
pray.
It's got blood in them.
Pray you haven't done anything wrong. Okay, we're going to go chronic bowel. Right, maybe a little bit uncomfortable.
Seriously.
Hold,
Just pinching.
jackpot, release. Interlock, push, release.
What happens if you don't do this?
If you don't push, the bowels don't open. So what you've done, remember I played with the anal sphincter. If I go to there, right, what I'm actually doing is squeezing everything so nothing's going to happen. Immediately I do that, your buttocks go.
That's why you leave it to the end.
That is definitely why you leave it to the end.
Where? On
Okay, again, chronic bowel, up,
the, you're doing chronic bowel.
Are you finished? Because I've got to go.
pinch,
Bring it down to there.
jackpot, release.
Jackpot is when you push that way.
Yeah.
Think of those fruit machines.
Yeah, jackpot. Cha-ching, cha-ching, yes.
Pinch.
The coin's coming out.
Except the jackpot.
Yeah, but except this time it isn't coins.
It's not coins, no. It's chocolate money.
You don't want to hit the jackpot.
And one more. Right, little dinky, in and clean. Cleaning sinuses.
You only do it on one side.
No, going to go back on the other one.
What have you got clients with
Toe jam, that's why you make sure you clean it.
I don't mean toe jack. What do you mean by toe jam?
You don't know what toe jam is?
together.
Tell this lady what toe...
I can imagine what toe jam is.
Oh, I can imagine that as well.
No, I mean, she's got such swollen feet, I couldn't get her
Right.
toes opened if I tried.
But you've already done that, so you've worked the sinuses anyway.
It's with great difficulty.
Yeah. So, brain roll.
When you do the metatarsal,
Oh, no, brain roll.
do you do it a bit more so that it
Why are you doing just to the
Sandra,
end?
brain roll.
Because I don't want them to talk
just
or
did it on
wake up
that.
until the end, do I?
And all the other
Okay,
things.
what is that? What is he doing there?
That was brain roll, but I'll go back and show you on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brain roll. Does that help them clear their
So I missed
clear
what you
their
said.
mind?
What do you...
Yep, to
help
wake them
them
up.
remember?
Ready.
Cleaning
Open
out
up
sinuses. and
This is
everything.
cleaning out sinuses.
So if I do it on my hand there, I'm waking myself up.
Yeah. But
And you
I'll
do
show
that
you in a minute.
After the chronic
Right.
bowel.
Yep,
Before the exam, wake up.
2, 3. But this goes back to what Kate said as well.
Would it keep-
Right, if the client was still asleep, this is where you would...
Is that hacking?
That's hacking.
Okay.
Wake up.
Okay, I should have done that.
I should have done that on mine. They were snoring.
Okay, so
Seriously.
hold the ankles. Making a good grounding. Come up, solar plexus, press and release.
And you're rotating as well.
Yep. Contact,
Why do you
press and
cross?
release.
Is
Hmm?
there any reason why you cross
Yeah.
and do it again?
I'll tell you in a minute.
You're blocking her bad energy.
That's right, I'm taking it away from her.
Making a loop.
Say that again?
Right, let me finish what I'm doing first.
Ah,
Right, when I press in, Silver, I want you to breathe in. When I pull back like that, I want you to breathe out. Breathe in and out.
She relaxed now. Her red cheeks have gone down.
No, it doesn't.
And if they're sleeping, we just
They wake up by the hacky.
Oh, she feels so relaxed now.
just
That's why you leave the hacky to the end.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Hands on the inside, pull through. In contact. I haven't forgotten the question you asked.
I like the way you cover the feet. I had the whole towel like that, and then
Oh no, I
It's
do
really
it. I do it like
awkward.
this. I do it like this. I put it
Yeah.
underneath and then
2 towels.
no,
Yeah.
just one really big one. I thought.
Oh right.
I use
okay.
one little one. I'm stingy. I use a big one. Then I can just lie along the side. It's easier to run.
Can't remember what you said about holding the toes.
it's the ground.
Toes to
Hang on,
ground,
hang on.
round the head.
Randomly,
He's just concentrating. He needs to like take the energy away from